Now's the calm before the storm. Why? Because I think the Fed confirmed this today based on our theory. Justin, first things first. President Trump says, quote, "Our economy's doing well, but it's going to boom in a way that has never been seen before." Donald Trump also agreed with our idea that prices went through the roof before they crashed. Yes? That means that everything is being checked right now. It's going to go boom, never seen before. Do you understand what I mean? Some people think that the price of cryptocurrencies won't go up before they crash. Donald Trump just told them that they might be right. Yes, because what you think will happen. It looks like a lot of debt is about to pile up. He says that Trump says we are making great work on the one big beautiful bill. People are making good money, but it's going to boom in a way that has never been seen before because we're not going to tax tips. Not a tax for seniors. The Social Security extra hours don't cost extra. It will be by far the biggest tax cut for middle and working class Americans. It's time for Main Street to win and make America great again. He thinks, wow, so we're going to enter that golden age of time. But again, first things first, we need to really go there. I believe there must first be a problem. The princess will get excited right then. Is that why JP Morgan warns the chief financial officer about secret trading? Just sold $10 million worth of JPM stock? So these people who work for these companies are right groups. Managers of assets are selling off their own stocks. Why does that happen? Let's talk about it all at the same time. Jim Cramer says there will be a stock market crash on Wall Street like the one in 1987. We need to be ready. Now here's the deal. We know that he's wrong most of the time, or that 99.9% of the time he's wrong. The opposite happens. That means the markets will go up if this is his call. We know that Jim Cramer wants a crash, but I don't know if you remember what I said before. If you remember, I did say that he sounds like the boy who cried wolf just before the fall starts. He's cool. He'll probably get that call right, but all the calls before that will be wrong. People are tricked and fooled, but I think up and down will happen. This market is going to be very unstable, both up and down, which we'll talk about in a moment. And now let's talk about the Fed. Once more, we need to think 589 steps ahead of everyone, especially the guys who work in the markets, because the markets are places to think. Okay, I had a thought, and I'm going to tell you what I think will happen with the markets, all of this macro stuff, and the way things are right now. Are you ready? Please click like on this movie and let's go. So the Federal Reserve doesn't change interest rates. They stay at 4.25% to 4.5%. I mean, it shouldn't have come as a surprise, right? The markets told us that they would keep rates the same, so we knew they would. But here is a summary of the Fed's ruling. And I think this is where they proved our idea of a crisis before it happens. Before the economy grows in a way that has never been seen before. This is where it plays a part. First, the Fed keeps rates the same for the third meeting in a row. 2, the Federal Reserve says that inflation is still pretty high. 3, there is even less clarity about the future now. 4, the chances of unemployment and prices going up have gone up. 5, the Fed is aware of the risks that come with both sides of their job. 6, the Fed seems to think that inflation will fall more in the future. The Fed should keep the pause in place. Even though Trump wants the Fed to cut rates, the pause is still in place. Why does that happen? Right now, there is even more doubt about the future. Can't you see? Yes? A black swan event is the only way to kill all of these birds with one stone. It's going to fix everything. I am not joking. They say, hey, we don't know what to do because of this. We're going to pay close attention to what happens. After that, we'll do something. What makes you think the Fed is waiting? This is exactly what we called. This is exactly what we called. We couldn't be accepted by anyone else. That's why we need to think a lot. Extra 5 think. Here is the full opening from Chair Powell. My coworkers and I are still fully committed to meeting our 2 mandated goals of full jobs and stable prices for the American people. The business is still in a good place, even though there is more uncertainty. The job market is at or close to full employment, and the jobless rate stays low. Without a doubt, this is a big show. The Fed doesn't want to change their mind at all, even though Trump wants rates to go down. Why does that happen? Take a look. Something else must be telling you what they're going to do before they actually change their mind, because this isn't it. Powell, people are worried, but the shock hasn't hit yet. He just confirmed that. But he's asking you why you're worried. That doesn't make sense because the shock hasn't even hit yet. He knows that one is probably on the way, but it hasn't hit yet. Guys, I'm pretty sure that statement just confirmed everything. That there has to be a problem first, like a black swan, before they cut rates, right? After that, they'll know exactly what to do and the economy will grow like never before. That's when the golden age starts, before the bad times. Okay, bad chair Jerome Powell says that if taxes aren't lowered, it could cause prices to go up, the economy to grow more slowly, and more people to lose their jobs. Okay, will they blame Trump for the coming black swan? That is a real question. Rates will go down this year, but not right now, says Jerome Powell. For the second time, the main agent of the system confirms it. He's saying that rates will go down. Well, they are going to go down, but not right now. Why? It's unclear to them what the future holds. They will be sure if everything goes as planned if S happens, since it's happened a lot of times before. That means there is less than a 29% chance that the Fed will lower interest rates at their meeting in June. About a month ago, it was a sure thing. Wow, this is really evil, guys. In 41 days, the next meeting is in June. Okay, about 41 to 42 days. The market now thinks that rates will stay the same until June, right? That's right, rates will stay the same. It might be different in July, right? They are finally going to cut. However, this is just what the market thinks at the moment. I think that they will actually keep rates the same until something breaks. Guys, it's that easy, right? And they will eventually break something if they keep these rates for a long time. This will cause some kind of black zone event. I can see it like day. Because of this, there are a lot of shorts. For example, a whale just started a huge $70 million Bitcoin short. Let's get rid of him. This makes no sense, right? This is why he opened his short trade at 96K per Bitcoin. Where is Bitcoin now? Hey, look at that. It's above its almost 98K level. It's going up. In a moment, I'll talk about what I think will happen with these cryptos. I also think that up will happen first before the black zone shows up. Let's go back to the original question. 96K, he'll be done for, I don't know, but probably close to that price. And he's probably getting scared because it's getting so high. But 70 million? That's crazy, guys. Google also went down. So here's what I want you to think. Cryptocurrency prices are going through the roof, and Bitcoin is now worth over $98.00. Okay, that's crazy. What's going to happen here, right? What's the plan for now? Really want this to happen, guys. I'll say something in a moment about Bitcoin, but XRP, I want it to go up like this and then down like this all the way to New England in the fall to around 85 degrees, right? There will be ups and downs along the way, but that's the road I really want it to take because it will reset everything during this move down. Guys, that's where the blocks show up and where they go away. It won't go back the way it came. It will only fall quickly and then shorts will be piled on top of it. I know when they get to shorts for real, it's going to fly. For Bitcoin, I want it to start a new trend that gets people excited. I want it to reach 111K and then die. So the direction I want Bitcoin to go is like this, and then like 500K because that's where the money making will begin.